It's one of the most exclusive hotels in South Africa. The Michelangelo in Sandton, Johannesburg is just one of the many investments Muammar Gadhafi's government has made on the continent.
It's a successful property.
Bart Dorrestein manages the Michelangelo and owns a string of other hotels the Libyan investment fund Lyco has shares in. Some worry that Libyan-owned assets may end up funding Gadhafi's assault on his own people. But Dorrestein maintains that's not the case where the hotels are concerned.
None of these funds, in actual fact, find their way back to Libya.
Is there any way of you knowing if Gadhafi got his hands on any of the
I think
proceeds?
Just to put it in context, the relative level of revenues that we generate related to the oil revenues that Libya generates in its own right, which they have direct access to, is very, very small. It's a minute fraction of it. So the likelihood of it happening is remote.
Libya has financial interests in more than 20 African countries through subsidiaries of its 70 billion sovereign wealth fund.
Whether those investments in Africa and elsewhere are done in the name of Libyan sovereign fund, or whether they are done in the name of partially Libyan sovereign fund and partially in his sons or relatives or his family trust, that's where the complexity comes in.
Over and above tangible investments like this one, Libya has handed out loans and supported ruling parties and governments throughout the continent. So some African leaders may be reluctant to turn their backs on Gadhafi now.
Gadhafi has financed, literally, survival of Mugabe to some extent, the survival of many others on the continent who are in power.
Libya is one of the biggest contributors to the 53-nation African Union. Following military intervention by the international community, the AU called for an end to all attacks. African leaders say they're seeking a peaceful solution, but many here question just how much influence Gadhafi's investments are having on their decisions and actions. Nkepile Mabuse, CNN, Johannesburg.